Yeah, righto.
Thank you, Cheryl.
No
Enjoy
worries.
the prelim and grand final, and congratulations on all the work you've done in a great season.
Thanks, TJ.
All
Thanks,
right.
Russell. Catch
Okay.
us.
Well, he's done a lot, really. We could go on and on about him. He's come from Adelaide Uni previously as an assistant coach to his good mate Marcus Trimboli, but this year he was the coach of the Prince Alfred Old Collegians. Welcome to 100.5 Wow FM Saturday Game Day, Peter Walsh.
Thanks, boys. Thanks for having me.
No, always great to have you here, and we always like to have a former Port Power player here. We all go for Port, don't we?
No.
Oh, I do. Hey, look, mate, I guess it wasn't a bad season in the sense you won quite a few games. I'm just trying to find just here. What was the actual? Was it 8 and 10? It was 8 and 10. Riddled by injuries at time and the loss of some players to reserves teams, but competitive every week. What's your feelings on the season?
Two halves for us. The first half was we started pretty well. We were 3 and 1, and then we lost 5.
On the trot.
5 or 6 on the trot. So we struggled with injury during that time, and it was really difficult to get the same blokes on the track.
Yep.
So and then the second half, look, we managed to string some games together. We had a settled lineup, and we actually should have probably won some of our games in the latter in the year, and that would have maybe pushed us into the finals. But look, at one stage there we were looking at relegation zone.
Yep.
So
Moved right out of that comfortably.
yeah. So
I guess it really is a season of you're happy you staying div too. It's what could have been. I look at I think it was round 18 when you played Port District. You knock off Port District at Thebarton, shows that you can mix it with the best, and footy's a fine line. Really could have been in the finals and given it a shake this year.
yeah, look, our good footy was good, and I guess it's like all teams. It's trying to find that consistency, and look, injuries are a big thing, and also trying to get blokes training all the time so that their form doesn't drop off. So look, our good footy was really good, but our poor was really poor, and we lost some games we should have won.
Yep. Now I interviewed you at the start of the year for the grassroots, and I said that I could feel it. I could feel that you were going to play. Why did it take so long?
I actually played a game against Modbury in the middle of the year,
Oh, you did?
and we were desperately short on numbers, and our captain was missing, James Thomas, and so I thought it might be a good idea to get out there and show some leadership out there, but it was hard enough trying to get a kick and get my breath, and
I understand the challenge.
and coach as well.
Yeah.
But then in the last game, I sort of had about a month of training with the boys, and our twos are in the finals, so I sort of wanted to. I threw a few blokes back into the twos to settle their lineup down, and we had a kick. I had a kick against the districts, and lucky enough we played some really good footy out at Thebarton's big oval, so it sort of suited our game, and we got the win.
Yep. Now your twos are in the finals. Now also just quickly, well done to the Nazar medal, Thomas Eaton from Walkerville and Nicholas Pemberton from Prince Alfred. Tell us a little bit about Nicholas.
Look, Pembo's been around for a while at PAOC, and he's sort of I guess he's been on the fringe of playing A grade, but he's a bit of a stalwart really. He works really closely with the coaching staff in the reserves, and look, he deserves everything he gets.
Yep. And a great night for the club. 3 medals. I think you're the only club to win 3 medals on the night the other evening. So and A's playing in Div 2. So must be really happy with the boys from the younger grades. Obviously standing up, playing some good footy.
Yeah. Look, we've got a good support crew down there, and look, game day is really run by the players and by the support staff. So it's it's a bit of a unique club, really. Yep.
First year of coaching this division, who have you come finals time now? Who do you think sort of the best team that you've seen throughout the year?
Look, I think that there's definitely the best 3 teams are the districts, gullies, and uni, and then there was a big gap. I know Flinders Park sort of won some late games in the year and really showed some good form. I think, look, I'm sort of partial to seeing uni go all the way this year. Look, when I was there, we played in 2 prelim finals and got knocked out. So,
a point both to one of them.
Yeah, one of them was
extra time.
Extra time, but both years we played extra time in finals.
Wow.
So, but I look, it's uni and gullies for me. I think they're the 2 sides that'll nudge it.
How have you found his first year coaching? How have you found the year at PAC?
Look, it's been an interesting one. I didn't have any interest in coaching when I finished playing footy, and it's sort of grown on me a bit. The challenge is to get guys on the track. Look, it's amateur footy, and I understand people have got other things in their lives they've got to do, and that's what we struggle with. Blokes who sort of don't do a full pre-season, and then their bodies aren't conditioned to get through a whole year of footy, even at amateur level. So that's the frustrating bit. Trying to pick a team every week from the bare minimal numbers. That's been the challenge. But look, I think generally across the board, the kids are fairly motivated to play. Just play footy. So it's not about trying to motivate them. It's the demotivating, I think.
Now that you've coached the season, any aspirations to go higher with the coaching and stuff now? Or?
Oh, look, I'm going to give another year at PAC.
You have been reappointed, I read?
Yes, yeah.
Congratulations, mate.
Thank you. I want to just dip my toe in the water and see if I liked it and sort of find out a bit more about what goes into the running of, week to week, being in charge of a group. And so I'll give it another year and then see where it goes from there. I'd like to see whether we can sort of push into the finals, and that's definitely a goal of ours for next year.
Yeah, and I mentioned it to you earlier this year, working at PAC, and I'm back there this week. The talent pool that's coming through, mate, it's probably a good place to be at the moment. The first 18 this year is an amazing team under coach Troy McKinnon, who's a Collingwood scout, and there's some real talent there, mate. So
yeah, well, we had a couple of kids come out on the school holidays and playing the Bees.
Yep.
So they sort of got a bit of a taste of it, and I think last weekend they had about 3 or 4 kids from school playing in the Bees as well. So they qualified them during the year, and so looking forward to getting some young blokes out there and getting some speed around the place.
Let's talk about that, Tommy. Is there 0-point players too coming out of the college?
Yeah, absolutely. Or do they become minus players? Do you get a -1 or something like that?
Oh, they are, because they're juniors, but when they come out of school, if they go somewhere else and come back, they're 0-point players.
Okay, beautiful. All right, let's go on to, we're under the pump bit here. So last week's results, just a quick comment if you can, please, mate. It was Adelaide Uni 12-21 over Port District 6-9-45.
Yeah, look, I think Districts would be ruining the loss to us in the last round. I think they would have loved to have the week off, and and I actually was going to go out to the game and have a look, but it was actually pouring rain at Uni, so I didn't even bother getting out of the car. Look, Uni at home in the wet, it could have gone either way, but as I said, I think Uni it could be the year for them, so good win by them. Yeah,
33 scoring shots to 15 says they had complete control of the game, so well done to Marcus and the boys. And Portland 6-7 defeating Flinders Park 4-7, another thriller between these two teams.
Yeah, so they were pretty closely matched, I think, all year, and it would have been wet conditions there as well, so again that could have gone either way. Probably Portland during the year showed a bit more form, and Flinders came home late, so not a bad result.
Yep. Well, this week's games, I reckon we might go into them. Russell, what do you reckon?
That sounds fantastic, Tommy.
Yep.
First game, Teachery Gully and Adelaide Uni at Thurbin Oval.
Yes, with promotion on the line. Tell us your thoughts, mate.
Look, I think Uni will get them today at Thebby. I'm glad you told me that. I was going to go up to the Gullies today, but
I don't know why
informative way, I think.
They couldn't have the game up there, I think, for
sponsorship
reasons. Yeah. So that's look, I think Uni. Look, it'll be a good game. Gullies have had the week off. Uni, it's a beautiful day for footy, especially at Thurbin Oval. Thebby's a great oval, so I think Uni in a close one.
I think Uni on the big deck of Thurby Oval. I think they'll go over the top of them.
Yeah. I'm actually up to Teachery Gully. The week off. It was a heavy week last week. Obviously, these guys are very professional footballers at this level, semi-professional at least. So I just think there's about 8 coaches at Teachery Gully supporting Bakes, so they're all ready to be focused. I think the week off is why I'm leaning towards them on a beautiful surface. The big forwards, your big Eric Kells and the likes, and the good service provided by Wixie and Co. In a close one, Teachery Gully for mine.
And the next game, Port Districts versus Portland down at Largs Reserve.
We really need to point out this one's at 2 p.m. as well. The other one's at
Yes.
2:30, just so you know.
I think Districts boys. Speaking to Luke, he tells me Portland might have just run out of luck. So
This is
Right.
right. One, mate.
so I think
Spending
Districts,
6 hours with him last night, we heard a lot.
Districts. I think Districts might get them quite easy. Maybe 5 or 6 goals. They've what have they lost now? Two in a row. So they won't lose 3. I don't think.
Yes, I think Rocket Rod will be firing a few rockets. I think these conditions are made for them. They've got some big forwards. We've heard a lot of rumours about who's in and out. I'm not going to deal in those rumours. Probably wouldn't be fair to the people who have told me them, and because Luke is the manager of the show, I don't want to upset him too much, but there's a lot of ins and outs I hear. It's going to be a great game. The Battle of the Port, it was round 1 this year, and Portland got them. Then in the return fixture, Port District were far too strong. Can Ricky Steamboat pull another rabbit out of the hat? I don't think so. I think Port District, there's too much talent across the board, and I'm taking Port District.
I'm going against you. I'm tipping Portland. I seen Districts a few weeks ago, I think 4 weeks ago now at Flinders Park, and went down. The older guys are starting to look a bit slower. They've got a few injuries themselves, and I think, I'm not sure if Nathan McDowell's going to be playing this week, if he's going to come back or not with his hamstring. So I think Portland may just get over the top of them today.
Yep, fair enough. And you've gone Port Districts, haven't you?
Yeah, I've gone for the District Sports. Yeah.
No worries. Well, thank you very much for being on the show. It's been fantastic to have an expert like yourself. So you're going out to watch the Teacher Gully Uni game?
Yeah, I think I'll duck out there with my young boy and have a kick on the oval and get him out of his mother's hair.
Beautifully done. So anyone that's out there today, go on up to Walshy and say, how about an autograph, Mr. Walsh? He'd love to sign some stuff for you.
Yeah, sure.
That'd be fun. Sure thing. Yeah, we get asked a lot, mate, when we get out. But anyone you want to say good day to, send a rocket to. The season is over, Prince Alfred, but yeah, anyone you want to...
Oh, look, I'll make just a thank you, I guess, to all our guys out at PAOC, the support staff, parents, and all those involved for the year. It was an enjoyable year, and onwards and upwards for the next year. Our major sponsor is Under Armour, Jim Carter. So we
Jimmy Carter, eh?
Yeah, we thank him for all his assistance throughout the year.
Yeah, well done to Mr. Carter there, and thank you very much for being on the show, mate.
Good on you, boys.